I'm Brooklyn.
And I'm Josh. And we're IU peer coaches, which means we want you to make the most out of your IU experience, including the IUB Gen Ed.
All students must complete general education requirements. And in this video, we're going to talk about Arts and Humanities, also known as A&H.
In case you aren't sure what A&H classes are, here's an academic advisor from University Division to help clarify.
The Arts and Humanities classes are the classes that have to do with all the forms of human expression, from writing to music to visual arts and dancing. And then the humanities part of Arts and Humanities is where we explore how humans have tackled the big questions, like in philosophy, like what is God? How do we know if God exists? Or what is love?
So in A&H classes, you might learn how to critique a work of art or literature or media, or you might get to practice how to draw or write a story or play an instrument. You could do both. Now here are a couple of professors who teach A&H courses. We asked them what they hope that their students will gain in their courses.
As is true of any kind of liberal arts and humanities-based discipline, a lot of our goals is just to get students to write effectively, to communicate well, to articulate their thoughts, and most importantly, to critically think and to critically assess the media that they are confronted with on a daily basis. If I can get my students to be able to take a look at the world around them critically and seriously to the point where they understand an ethical position in the world, then I think that we've done our job.
The kinds of questions that you have to ask, the kind of assumptions that are challenged, and the kinds of work that you have to do to make sense of disparate forms of information are the kinds of tasks that you will be faced with your whole life long, and that Gen Ed courses really equip you to answer.
Critical thinking is one of the many important skills that you will gain through Gen Ed. We talked to some IU students about the types of skills they gain through their A&H courses.
I took an introductory theater course that introduced more than just different playwrights to us. It also introduced a lot of technique and practice and how theater not only can relate to students pursuing theater professionally, but how you can actually fit a lot of principles and how you can kind of relate stage presence to interviewing.
One of the Gen Eds I took in Arts and Humanities was Design Studies. And basically what I did in that class, we had a variety of projects. So through this class I got to make a resume that was centered on my initials. It was basically all of my accomplishments wrapped up in my initials. And while I wasn't actually able to use it as a resume, it was showcased in my e-portfolio. And my e-portfolio is something that employers can see or teachers can see. And it just showcases my work throughout my time at IU.
A lot of students enjoy their classes about art and music. Sometimes taking these classes inspire them to take more and even add a minor to their degree.
Hip-hop has always been a big part of my life, and so I like to listen to different artists, and I realized that Indiana University offered the course Survey of Hip-Hop, and the Professor Orahola does a great job in helping you understand why hip-hop is important in our community, because every artist has a different message, and these messages help you understand why there's such a big cultural strife in different parts of the U.S. Why is like a strife between African Americans and white people, and helps you understand how really at the end of the day everyone's not really that much different.
Piano class was the best I have taken in IU so far. I really liked the way they taught the class. So unlike the other, I'm not sure about the other classes, but it was more to learning how to play the piano rather than theoretic stuff.
I really tried to find subjects that went along with what I wanted to study, rather than taking a Gen Ed to fulfill the credit. I actually took it to learn from it. So a lot of my courses that I ended up taking were classical studies or anthropology courses, which really just led back into what I like to do.
Now, imagine if these students didn't get the chance to discover those skills and interests. Good thing we have Arts and Humanities courses.
Use the following resources to find descriptions of A&H courses. Be sure to discuss the courses that interest you with your advisor. And now that you know about Arts and Humanities, be sure to watch our videos about the other types of general education requirements. And if you have any questions, please contact us.